Welcome to Botanical Bliss. Today we're exploring the hidden wisdom of Amish gardening traditions that have been perfected over generations. The Amish approach to gardening combines practicality, sustainability, and a deep connection to the land, principles that can transform any modern garden into a thriving oasis. Whether you're tending a small balcony garden or managing acres of land, these time-tested techniques will help you cultivate your own botanical paradise with minimal resources and maximum results. Soil health is the foundation of any successful garden. The Amish have long understood that taking care of the soil means taking care of future harvests. They use natural composting methods to enrich the soil, avoiding chemical fertilizers that can harm the ecosystem. By rotating crops and planting cover crops, they ensure that the soil remains fertile and productive year after year. These practices not only boost plant health, but also support a diverse range of beneficial organisms in the soil. Amish gardeners use specific plants to heal soil naturally. Sunflowers are planted to extract heavy metals, while deep-rooted comfrey breaks up compacted soil and draws nutrients from deep layers to the surface as its leaves decompose. Charred wood pieces created through oxygen-limited burning are incorporated into soil, creating a porous structure that houses beneficial microorganisms while sequestering carbon for hundreds of years. Amish gardeners traditionally make biochar during winter land clearing. Rather than passive composting, Amish gardeners build dynamic compost piles with specific ratios of green and brown materials, turning them weekly to accelerate decomposition. This process creates finished compost in just 2 to 3 months instead of a year. Heavy clay soils are transformed by adding sand and ample organic matter in raised beds, along with deep-rooting cover crops like daikon radish, to penetrate and break up clay layers naturally through their decomposition. Vertical PVC pipes with holes drilled in the sides are buried in garden beds, with only the top exposed. Food scraps placed inside attract earthworms that travel through the holes, aerating soil and depositing nutrient-rich castings throughout the bed. Starting seeds indoors allows for a head start on the growing season. Amish gardeners use simple tools like wooden flats filled with rich soil. Seeds are carefully sown and kept moist, with trays placed in sunny windows or under grow lights. As seedlings sprout and grow, they are thinned and transplanted to ensure strong, healthy plants. Before planting season, Amish gardeners test older seeds by placing 10 seeds between damp paper towels in a warm location. After 5 days, they calculate germination percentages to determine how densely to sow. Seeds are lightly coated with wood ash before planting to deter soil-borne fungi and provide an initial boost of potassium and trace minerals during germination. Instead of commercial seed starting mixes, Amish gardeners create their own using equal parts sifted compost, aged pine needles, and coarse sand, creating ideal drainage while providing gentle nutrition. Rather than plastic bags, seeds are stored in folded corn husk envelopes, which absorb excess moisture and prevent premature germination while allowing enough air exchange to keep seeds viable for years. Potatoes are chitted or pre-sprouted by placing them in shallow boxes in indirect light weeks before planting. This gives them a head start and allows gardeners to identify and remove any diseased tubers before they enter the soil. Watering wisely is crucial for any garden. The Amish have perfected techniques that ensure plants get just the right amount of moisture without waste. By observing the natural environment and understanding the needs of each plant, they achieve a balance that promotes healthy growth and conserves water. Amish gardens often feature shallow, level-bottom ditches, known as swales, dug along land contours that catch and hold rainwater, allowing it to slowly percolate into the soil rather than running off. These passive irrigation systems dramatically reduce watering needs. Unglazed clay pots with their drainage holes plugged are buried to their rims, then filled with water. The porous clay allows water to seep slowly into the surrounding soil, delivering moisture directly to root zones while minimizing evaporation. Smooth river stones placed around plants create condensation overnight as they cool, providing morning dew directly to plants. They also prevent evaporation during hot days while radiating stored heat during cool nights. Amish gardeners create raised beds with logs and branches as the base layer topped with compost leaves and soil. As the woody material decomposes, it acts like a sponge holding water for weeks and slowly releasing nutrients as plants need them. Circular raised beds with a center compost area create self-watering, self-fertilizing systems. Kitchen scraps and water added to the center gradually feed the surrounding plants through natural decomposition and seepage. Keeping your plants healthy and promoting their growth is essential for a bountiful garden. Regularly check for pests and diseases, and use organic treatments when necessary. Pruning and deadheading can encourage new growth and improve air circulation. Remember, a well-nourished plant is a happy plant. Leaves from comfrey plants are fermented in water for several weeks, creating a potent natural fertilizer rich in potassium and other nutrients. Diluted at 10:1 with water, this spray boosts flowering and fruiting stages. Certain herbs like chamomile, yarrow, and stinging nettle are harvested at specific growth stages, then fermented to create biologically active sprays that stimulate plant growth and natural defense systems. Beyond simple companions, Amish gardeners create guilds, communities of plants that work together. A classic example surrounds apple trees with comfrey, which acts as a nutrient accumulator, daffodils, which deter rodents, and bee-attracting herbs. Green plant matter is crushed and fermented with brown sugar or molasses, creating enzyme-rich plant growth enhancers that improve nutrient uptake and stress resistance when diluted and applied as foliar sprays. Rather than harvesting entire plants, Amish gardeners practice continuous harvest by taking only outer leaves of greens and allowing centers to continue producing. This approach can double or triple yield from a single planting. Amish gardeners have perfected natural pest management techniques that are both effective and environmentally friendly. By using a combination of companion planting, crop rotation, and natural predators, they maintain healthy, thriving gardens without the need for chemical pesticides. It's truly remarkable how these methods work together to create a balanced ecosystem in the garden. Shallow trenches filled with pine needles or wood chips surround vulnerable crops, creating habitat for ground beetles and other beneficial predators that intercept pests before they reach plants. Specific plants highly attractive to pests are strategically planted to draw insects away from main crops. These sacrifice plants are then removed and composted before pests can complete their life cycles. Aromatic plants like mugwort, wormwood, and rue are planted as garden borders, creating invisible barriers that confuse and repel insects through their strong volatile compounds. Amish gardeners observe plant and insect life cycles, carefully timing the release of beneficial insects precisely when pest populations are most vulnerable, usually during the egg or early larval stages. Rather than simple rotation, Amish gardeners use specific pest-breaking crops like mustard greens and daikon radish between nightshade plantings. These produce compounds toxic to soil-borne pathogens while improving soil structure. All right, let's talk about space optimization. Amish gardeners are masters at making the most out of every inch of their garden space. They use various techniques to ensure that no area is wasted, which allows for a more bountiful harvest. Garden beds are designed with vertical layers, root crops below ground, covering plants at soil level mid-height, producers like peppers and beans in the middle, and climbing plants trained on vertical supports, effectively quadrupling yield per square foot. Detailed charts map fast-growing crops like radishes and lettuce, planted alongside slower-developing plants, such as tomatoes and broccoli. This approach utilizes space during different growth stages and maximizes productivity throughout the season. Instead of static supports, Amish gardeners plant living trellises using fast-growing, sturdy plants like sunflowers and corn to support climbing beans and cucumbers. This creates symbiotic growing relationships. In this section, we'll explore how to grow forward with botanical bliss, incorporating the timeless wisdom of Amish gardening into your own green spaces. These Amish gardening secrets represent centuries of careful observation and harmonious relationship with the natural world. By incorporating these practices into your own garden, you're not just growing plants, you're cultivating a sustainable system that works with nature rather than against it. If you've enjoyed these insights and want to continue your journey toward garden mastery, subscribe to the Botanical Bliss channel for more traditional wisdom adapted for contemporary gardens. Share this guide with fellow plant enthusiasts who might benefit from these time-tested approaches, and let us know in the comments which Amish secret you're most excited to try in your own garden space. Remember, the most beautiful gardens are those that nurture both the plants and the gardener, a principle the Amish have embraced for generations.